Happy New Year! What's
New
going on,
Year!
y'all? How y'all doing? Well, welcome to our channel, Between the Lines, where we just want to have, I don't know what we'll have.
I don't know what you were saying
But
we
yeah,
want to
anyways.
have, but Happy New Year! Okay, can you do this again? Ready?
Yep. Happy New Year!
New Year!
What's up, y'all? Welcome to 2022, and welcome to our page, where 2022 is there as well. No, I'm kidding. What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. We've been busy. The holidays have been super busy. It's been crazy. I think even like we're learning this year, last year from Christmas, in our new house. We haven't. This was like our first Christmas. Our first Christmas
in we just moved like a
yeah,
few
we
months
just
ago.
moved. So
yeah,
it was our first Christmas in our house or whatever. So we were kind of chilling and like taking some time to ourselves and like.
And it was amazing.
Oh yeah,
it was absolutely amazing. Like we did absolutely nothing, and it was the best thing.
Yeah,
like,
it was cool. I kind of was like, we can still go somewhere, but no, I think even this time I was chilling. I think this time, normally I'm like, we gotta go, we gotta get out, we gotta go somewhere, do something or whatever. But
something stinks.
I don't smell anything. I don't smell anything.
Brody, you better have not pooped in my house.
He didn't.
Okay. But yeah, so E is very much the one that's like, let's go somewhere,
Yeah.
let's do stuff,
Yeah.
let's be out. And I'm very much like
Homebody.
I need to mentally prepare for that.
Yeah, homebody. I can go. We can go anywhere. We can I think even during the pandemic, I was losing my mind. Yeah, it was crazy, but it's all good. We're doing.
So how was your holiday? How was your Christmas? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
And then also, like, what's some New Year plans you guys have? I know, for us, I don't know. You were talking the other day, and you were talking about like what you felt like our word for the year was, but you haven't talked to me about it. So go ahead. Like, what is it?
I didn't. So we're talking with some friends of ours, Crystal and Marlon, love them, and we just started talking. And one word that I felt like God was trying to sharing with me is from a scripture of Exodus 35 or 34 or whatever the case may be. But won't talk about it too long. But the word was willing. I think the word was willing. The word was willing. So like it was in it basically from the premise of the Israelites being willing. The Bible says that they had a willing heart to build the temple. So they started bringing a bunch of earrings and jewelries and T-shirts and all this other stuff or whatever. They didn't bring T-shirts, but to build the temple. So I think for us this year, I think that's our word for this year. I think it's willing, and I think it's what we want to do with couples, with the youth, young adults, with our church, serving at our church, and even in our community, in our own home, and just being willing. And me as a husband, being willing to serve my wife. I think even yesterday, literally, we had a real conversation. An intense conversation, really. It wasn't even an argument, really, but like Mo just kind of let me know where she was at, and I let her know where I was at, and it was not anything bad, but we just had an honest conversation where like she explained to me, like, first of all, Mo explained to me that like I was cold, like I can be cold sometimes, as pertaining to sometimes I can like remove emotion from things, and I can just like I can say the sky is blue, and Mo will say the sky is like it's magenta and baby blue.
That's not even.
And like I'm just like, no, the sky's blue. You know what I mean? But like whatever case may be, it's just like I have to learn how to zero in, not zero in at all.
Just, you know how to do that.
Yeah, not zero in, but just focus on her and her emotions and what she's feeling, and make her feel like she's not crazy for it. And but I'm realizing I have to be willing to do that. Like I have to be willing, and like there's times where I'm just like, no, that's not it. That's not what we're talking about. Like that's no, we you know what the case, you know what's happening, and da da da.
I mean, the thing is, and this is something I know to be true as well, but like feelings and reality are not always one and the same. Yeah. And so sometimes when you're dealing with situations and feelings are involved, it kind of distorts your reality, and it kind of makes your perspective a little bit jaded, if you will. And so it's navigating those types of conversations, like on both ends, where the person who is having all the feels, aka me, is able to kind of be willing, I guess, to differentiate, like, this is how I feel, although I know this to be true. And then the other person, which in this case is E, has to be willing to say, like, okay, like this is, like, knowing, like, this is reality, but not foregoing, like, but your feelings are still relevant and they still matter. You know what I mean? So
and that's the thing. And honestly, for y'all, it may be the wife is the one that zero ends on the logic side, and the husband may be emotional, and it's either or, it's fine or whatever. It's just that I'm learning, like it's just, I just have to be willing. Like I have to be willing in our marriage, and I think even everybody, we all have to be willing in our relationships. We have to be willing to forgive. We have to be willing to trust. We have to be willing to work hard. We have to be willing to be the willingness to serve or be patient.
And be present.
I'm learning that as well. With our I have a new job now, and I can't even call it a job. It's more than a career, a passion, something that I get to do, and I'm grateful for it. And it's not taxing on us or anything like that. It's really good. It's just that I have to be, when I come home, like, it's my job to be present and to be home with my wife, and learning to do that. Like y'all, put your phones down. Please put your phones down. I beg you, put your phones down. Nigerian men would say, I did beg. Put your phone, put your phones down. Put your phones down, and just and be there with your wife or your husband. Just put your phone away, and it'll be okay. Like I realize that it's okay. Like you paid the phone bill. The phone doesn't pay you. So, like, if the phone paid me, like, I think I'll still be in trouble. But anyway, that's fine. But so that's happening.
So the word of the year is willing.
Willing. Sorry, we were on a whole different
tangent. So I just learned that with you guys. But I'm in full support of it.
So, and then every year, so here's the fun part about it. Every year, God has spoken to us and given us a word. I remember last year, he's spoken to both of us. And this is why I say this, because first of all, my wife trusts me enough to say, hey babe, what's the word this year? Like, what's happening this year? And we do go up, we're along with our church pastor, who is extremely incredible, and pastor and Miss Charisse. They are intentional with every year. Last year they had a word, but God kind of gave us a word for ourselves. It was to build, and it was working on building this channel, working on building our marriage, working on building our relationships with one another and other people. This house last year. And the funny thing was, when she jumping way ahead, you jumping way ahead. I'm playing. Okay. But the thing was, I had a conversation with her, and she started writing things down on what she's believing us to do. She started talking about me and some songs and stuff, and doing this and having environments for people and all this stuff. She's like, God speaks to her and she writes, and it's beautiful. So then I was like, wait, but this is what God's saying to me, and it both kind of aligned together on the same note of building, like creating something, building something, creating something, and cultivating. And so we're going along with it. The end of 2020, we bought a house. We went under contract right New Year's Eve. We went under contract right at midnight. And then I think around like March or April, that's when we realized, like, oh snap, like we are building, like literally and metaphorically or spiritually, emotionally. And I got something in my eye. But we were building, and God told us to build. So this year, 2022, I'm believing, I hope that's the right word, and if it is, if not, it's okay. I'm asking for confirmation, but it's to be willing. And then y'all, honestly too, like for you guys and your couples, and even if you're single, take the time to hear what God is saying to you.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a word per se.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a word.
Like, just what's the goal? Like, what's the vision for the year? What is it that we're believing? What is it that we're seeking God for? Like, what is it that we want to be? How do we want to, like, look back at 2022 and what do we want to say, like, we did?
Yeah.
And not necessarily in, like, a striving or what did we accomplish? Yeah. And, you know, like, all that, like, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, those things, you know, are cool, cool to dive into as well. But just, like, what is it that we did? Like, who did we become through 2022? And so I'm excited to learn and find out. Yeah, and
that's it. Cool, and I like that she said, "Don't like it. Don't have to be what it don't. You can, you can have it rhyme. 2021 was you gonna get some, and then
get some.
Oh, okay, well nah. Well, hey, listen, it's for you and your married folks or whatever. 2022, you gonna be brand new. Whatever. It could be whatever.
You gonna find your boo?
Yeah, 2022, you gonna find your boo. I think churches used to do that. It was fun. Right. Anyways, but yeah, make it what you want to be. Between you and God and that's your thing.
But yeah, we're excited to. Wow.
Sorry. My alarm went off.
Alarm went off. Okay, so we're excited to even see how this channel grows this year.
Yeah.
This is going to be like the first full year because we literally just started.
Yeah, we just started.
A month ago. So,
and it's cool.
Yeah, so this is going to be the first full year. So we're excited to journey along with you guys and see how things go and how we grow. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this video is more so just like a, hey, Happy New Year, let's catch up. And
got many things to come though. Got many things to come. We're having a vision board party coming up. And then we also have something obviously in February coming up as well. But just stay close, stay by. We will drop more videos and keep a lookout for it. Like, subscribe. Like, subscribe. Yeah. And it's funny because we're not these people that are really trying to do the whole, I don't know, it's just weird. I think I see a lot of jokes about like Instagram people now and like influencers. Like, y'all, we're not influencers. We're not YouTube people. We're really like, honestly and truly, dude.
Because he runs the show.
So we're not YouTube people. Bro, back up. But we're not YouTube people. We're not influencers or whatever case may be. Y'all, we legit just love each other. We love life, love having fun, and want y'all to be a part of it. And we just want to share that with y'all. So we love y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, please share.
Turn on your notifications.
Yeah, turn on your notifications.
And we will see you in a couple Wednesdays.
See you guys. Love you.